is up, everybody? Just Joji here. Today, I wanted to talk about what we all do for a dime and why we should all strongly consider financial independence, retire early. Usually the first thing that somebody is going to ask you when you meet them is, what do you do for a living? But I really think a better way to ask that question is, what do you do for a dime? Now I know that seems a bit harsh, but let's be honest. A lot of people are not satisfied or are not fulfilled or happy in their current career or their current job. And so what I'd like to do is paint a picture for you. The average American gets up between 6 and 7 a.m. every single weekday morning. Now I can only generalize for the United States because I live in the US, but I'm sure that it's probably not that much different in other countries around the world. The alarm goes off at 6 a.m. in the morning, you very slowly get out of bed, maybe you take a shower, you get ready for work. If you have time, you go ahead and eat some breakfast, maybe you make the kids lunches for that school day, and then before you way out the door, you grab some coffee, you get out of the house, you drop the kids off at school, and then you enter rush hour traffic where you stay for between 30 minutes to an hour. And then you finally make it to the work where you make a living. And it turns out that most people don't find that work fulfilling. You might have a boss that just makes things super stressful, or even worse, you might have one of those creepy coworkers who just never seems to be sick or go on vacation. Time starts ticking away, and before you know it, your whole day is gone, whether or not you've been productive or unproductive, probably unproductive, and then you got to go pick up the kids. So you go back into rush hour traffic, pick up your kids, and you finally make your way home at around 4 or 5 p.m. Maybe you have a little bit of time to relax, but before you know it, it's time to make some dinner. If it was a rough day because your coworker was being creepy again, then you're probably doing takeout. Otherwise, it's time to start cooking some duck breast and then post about it on social media because you think you're cool. Everybody stuffs their stomachs, and now it's probably between 7 or 8 p.m. by the time everyone's done with dinner. And by that time, it's probably around 10 p.m., which means you can either hop in bed and get your 8 hours of beauty sleep, or you can forego some extra sleep and continue to scroll through social media to see how much better everyone else is than you. And guess what? That wasn't just a description of Monday. That was a description of what most people, or what the average American does every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for not 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, but for 40 years or their entire life. And so this is the question I want to ask you in the comments below. Does that sound like a living to you? It doesn't sound like a living to me. It sounds like a dying to me. Are you fulfilling any of your dreams or your aspirations when you're a young kid? Are you doing any of the hobbies or any of the passions that you've had growing up? For the overwhelming majority of us, that is a no. But it doesn't have to be. There is a way, and it's called financial independence, retire early. Maybe not even the retire early part, just the financial independence part. Or the point at which you have at least some money saved, where you can take some risks, where you can say to your boss, I don't need you, I don't need this job, I'm leaving, I'm quitting. Where you can say, I want to go travel for a couple of months, where you can say, I want to start a new business, where you can actually start doing some of the things that you've always wanted to do. And it's possible. All it takes is a little bit of discipline to take a look at where you're spending your money, to realize that every new gadget really doesn't make you any happier, to realize that you don't need a new car and that nobody really cares what car you drive, and to realize that there's more to life than just owning the biggest house on the biggest block. And all I want you to do is just think about it. When it comes time, when you're on your deathbed, what are you going to be more proud about? Are you going to be proud that you owned iPhone 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12? Or are you going to be more proud that you actually got to decide what you wanted to do with your time? Are you going to be more proud of owning Tesla's Cybertruck? Or are you going to be more proud of fostering the relationships with your friends and family? Being able on a 10 a.m. Tuesday morning to just go hike whenever you want, to say that you've seen national parks, that you've traveled, and that you genuinely spent time on your passions and your hobbies. And if it isn't already apparent, financial independence, retire early, or early retirement isn't about retiring early so that you do nothing. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It's so that you can actually finally do something. So you can actually do something that you want to do. You can actually start partaking in your passions and your hobbies, the things that you've always wanted to do. It's about surfing. It's about knitting. It's about hiking. It's about bicycling. It's about doing anything that you want to do. And so what are you waiting for? Your lifestyle is not going to change without some action. It's time. Go take back control of your life. Go actually make a living. Go do something that you find fulfilling. That's all I got for you guys today. If you like this video, please comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one, and goodbye.